Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I always pretend like you don't know what's going to happen, but especially when I have these things on the table. And well, you can see the infamous Project Energy Quinergy black boxes already. You know what time it is. It's time to start your own music. And, well, let me show you again. There's two of these boxes again. And they're full, and my package table is still filling up. I'm buying so much stuff, I hope I really need it. We all kind of know I don't. We're not going to talk about that. Let's just start with a bigger package. And, well, this is no address, yes. I messed with my camera settings. Hope it's okay, because I can only unpack them once. This is like, I can't do video magic because once I do this, well, if it would actually work, it's gone. So there's another package in here. So I'm going to sneakily look at it off camera. There's no address. It says, none way 2 to 10 nanometers. Oh, this is my torque wrench. I think I bought two actually. Of course, again, for Project Energy, because, well, you kind of want to torque things down, and a lot of components come with torque specs, so I didn't have a torque wrench. Do you guys have a torque wrench? If so, what did you buy it for? Anyway, oh, it's a bit loud. Interesting. Resistor torque wrench set. Okay. Oh, it comes with bits. Okay. Oh, nice. It has all kinds of bits. An extension piece, an angle piece, I guess. And then the torque wrench itself. Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of oil in there. Let's connect that. I don't actually know how this works. I know you should be able to set the torque. Right? Or am I supposed... Oh, you can move this. All right, I think this shaft moves in and out, and there's like numbers and lettering on there and things like that. So this is 10 nanometers, I guess. So let's twist the other way. That's all the way out. So now we're at 4, I think, but why is there numbers over here? I have no idea. So let's leave this, and now I don't know. I'll have to figure this out off camera, and then I'm pretty sure it'll come back in some episode of Quinergy at some point, right? It looks like a bit of a cheap set, but then again, I probably bought a cheap set, so I think it's probably decent. Well, no, I don't know. This is QuinBoxed. I don't actually know. Oh. It was sorely missed, and I actually noticed in the comments of the previous QuinBoxed, there were no LEDs in there. What? What world is this? So now we have WS2815, because the BTF lighting page said that their new BTF, or WS2815 wasn't compatible with their old WS2815, but if it's WS2815, that's very odd. So I bought some more, I think this is 144 LEDs per meter. Let's quickly check that out. Yep, that is 144 LEDs per meter. That's the same as is on the back wall, because that's also WS2815, 144 LEDs a meter. Cool, well, I'll check that out, see what the differences are, and if they work correctly with all the controllers and things like that. And then we have, oh, some more WS2815, but this is 60 LEDs a meter. Okay. And then some SK6812 RGBW, because I used it recently. And, oh, some more. I guess I bought 2 meters. I don't know. Cool. Very nice. I always like me some LED strip. This actually might also be LED strip, so let's take a look at that. It is. Like I mentioned last time, these packages have been here for weeks and months, so yeah. Let's see what we got here. We got more WS2815 and wait. Okay, this is WS2814. That is RGBW, but then not from SK, but from WS, so World Semi. And, okay, cool. Yeah, this is 12 volt and 24 volt. So that's good to test, because I don't have those in my charts. But then, oh yeah, 5 meters. And it has 30 to 90 watts, and this is 30 to 120 watts. So the 24 volt uses more, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting. Is this different SK6812, or did I just order it double? I don't know. Anyway, it'll be interesting to test, especially the WS2814, because I'll show you. That is, as I mentioned, RGBW, and it has an external chip, and then it has a few LEDs. And since this is the 24 volt variant, I know you can't see it like that. Since this is a 24 volt variant, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LEDs per segment, because it needs to divide the 24 volts to a manageable voltage for the LEDs. And, well, I guess the secrets normally go in the live stream, but I already showed this off in the live stream. We're going to do some more stuff with 24 volt addressable LED strip, because I think I have found the most awesome LED strips. It's really something new. It's not these. These are fine, but these are still, you know, package LEDs. But yeah, there will be videos, and I don't know, I can't get this sealed. There will be videos. For anyone who thought there wouldn't be any more LED videos, there certainly will be. Okay. I think that is the most, oh wow, this is heavy. LED packages in here though. I'm not sure, but you know. Oh, what's this? I genuinely don't remember what this is. Often I kind of know. WorkPro. WorkPro is generally tools. Oh, look at this efficient unboxing here. Oh, no. Okay, almost. At what point do you become an unboxing pro? Am I an unboxing pro? If you think about like this Quinergy dude from Intermit.Tech, he's a real pro at unboxing. I don't know. This is a locking plier set, 5 pieces. Okay. Still don't actually remember. Oh, I do remember. I've always seen this type of tool, like in movies and in other things, but I've never owned any. Oh wow, they're full of oil. Okay, yeah. Let's take this one. Yeah, okay. Well, you can clean that off. And I believe you can unlock them like that, and then you can basically use them to clamp something down. And I guess this is the clamping force. Not entirely sure. Let's try and make it more. I don't know. No, that's too much, I guess. I don't actually know how these work, but I've never had any of these, and I sometimes have the need to clamp things down. Yeah, that's a clamping force, right? So now you can close it more so that it, I guess, it grasps whatever you're trying to clamp better. And then you can clamp it down like that, and then it has jaws which should basically hold it. Yeah. But I've never owned any of this. So I was very curious about these tools, and then I think it was during the 11th of the 11th, and wow, this is a big one. Probably during the 11th of the 11th sale, I was like, okay, I'm going to get myself a set of these. Right? So you can adjust the tension with this guy, and then you can, oh, okay, not too much tension, I guess. Well, that's too little. Yeah, and then you can clamp it down with that, and so you can hold something down or on the table, or I don't know. Yeah, they look heavy duty enough, and my hand is actually, oh man. One moment, please, for technical difficulties. Right. Now that my hands are less greasy, I hope, yeah. Let's get this out of the way and continue with the other packages. Interesting. What's going on here? No. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it like that. Oh. Very nice. In Project Energy, Quinergy, whatever, I want to use Anderson connectors. And an Anderson connector is, well, this. These are interlocking, oh, actually not in screen. These are interlocking connectors or plugs or whatever you want to call them. Let me refocus that a little bit. There. And they basically fit together like so. They're probably, no, they're not going to do that without these guys in there. So these are 175 amp rated Anderson connectors, and they can accept up to 0 gauge or 50 millimeter square. They are, of course, Chinese clones. Let me try and get this bag open. It's not going to work. Okay. So they come with these crimp connectors. So you actually use a crimp for, you put the cable in here, and online you see them soldering them too. I guess that can work, but I'm going to try and crimp them. But the idea is that you then insert these into here. Let me try and do that. It should click. And I believe the hump needs to go on top. So this is on top of here. And you push that down. So now you can see the connectors are over here. So we need to do another pair. And they're all the same, but they automatically, because of the design, have the right polarity in that sense. Okay, and like that. Okay, so now we have these two connectors, and as I said, they're exactly the same, but they have a plus and minus, and if you want to connect them, you have to turn one around, and then plus and minus will always line up, basically. And then you can connect them together like that, and then you have a really beefy connection, because, well, that's pretty good contact surface there that slides over each other. You see, 175 amp version. There you go, 600 volt, and not for interrupting current. So if you're running 175 amp over these, you shouldn't disconnect them at that time. But yeah, they allow for really big cables in there, and I already have the cable, but we'll take a look at that in a different QuinBoxed. So I needed more of these because I ordered some earlier to test, and I sneakily didn't show them in QuinBoxed. And then I was like, okay, yep, I like these connectors. We're going to use those, so I ordered more. So let's get these in the box. There we go. Okay. No, let's see here. Is it empty? No, it's not. There's one big package left. And then I think we're going to look at some smaller packages. this might actually be the second order of exactly the same thing, because it's the same box, it's making the same noise, and, well, as I just said, I ordered more, so, yep, it's the same thing. I'm not going to bore you with the same thing. Can't never have too many tape or connectors or things like that, right? Okay, box is empty. On to the next box. And I think we'll stick with big packages and then end with a small package for once. Because... what's this? Well, I know what it is because it says April Hydraulic. Remember how I just said that I was going to use a hydraulic crimper? I think this is it. Oh, comes in a box. Nice case there. Goodbye, April. Okay. Oh. Oh, I'm missing some, aren't I? Okay, some thingies. Let's take a quick look at this. Oh wow, I'm actually missing some indeed. Because, oh wait, they're of course in here, or probably, and I need the tool to get it out. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I'm missing one pair, and, well, yeah. So this is a hydraulic crimping tool, it says it right there. Hydraulic crimping tool. And basically you stick the lug, or like we just saw in the connector, that metal piece in here with the cable, and then you... I don't actually know how it works. This is QuinBoxed. I don't know how it works. I think we need to close it. Yep, there it goes. And then it starts crimping together, basically. And because it's hydraulic, you can add a lot more force than you could do if you would be doing it directly, basically. So then you can really squeeze it together so that your lug or cable or whatever takes the... well, the cable is in the lug. It takes the right shape. And then you can basically almost cold weld it, and you release it like that, and, well, then you have your crimped connection. We are certainly going to be using that in the future. Now, how did it fit in here before? Probably like that. Cool, okay. Yeah, so, and of course, cables don't all have the same diameter, so you get cable... or two blocks that go in here for different sizes. So this is for 4mm square, and this is for 10mm square, right? And the largest this kit has, it seems, is for 70mm square. But we'll be using the 50mm square a lot, and I'm wondering if it actually says it on there. Yes. Okay, yeah. Oh, what? 50 and 35. 35. 50. Okay. Then 70 isn't here. I think that makes sense. Right. Okay. Cool. Yep. Well, that's basically how it works. We're going to be experimenting with that in the future. Probably during a live stream. But we'll see. Right. Now we're going to get to the smaller packages. What's this? What is it? It is a USB 90-degree adapter. That's a totally different subject here. And it's a USB 4 20 gigabit 2 meter cable. I don't know how many amps it can carry. Probably 5. Because I want to experiment using this to charge it, or I may be using a docking station too. It says it right here. USB 4 20 gigabit. Interesting. I believe the max speed of USB 4 is like Thunderbolt is 40 gigabit though. Yeah. But I bought it especially because of the angled connector. Because it's USB-C, so you can either put plug it in like this into your laptop because the charging port's like mostly on the side, or you can actually also do it like this. And it's a lot nicer, probably, I think, I'm just going to test, than having it stick out like that. So, yeah, I was interested in that. And you know what happens if it's a sale. I'll look at that later. The bank account goes down. All right. So if you watch the previous QuinBoxed, we had some resistors in there, 10 watt resistors. These are gold. 100 watt resistors, and 47 are. So 47 ohm. And I've calculated and looked at that those will be the best to do a pre-charge when you're connecting a charged battery to an uncharged inverter, or at least the capacitors are uncharged. To prevent a spark, you kind of want to let power flow in there gradually, and then once the capacitors are filled up, you can attach the full load, and then it's not like a few hundred amps that's going to run over there, or run through those connections. And well, since this is 47 ohms, this can't do several hundred amps, so then it flows nicely without sparks and explosions and things like that. Yeah, and in theory, these should be able to run indefinitely if you forgot them or whatever, but they are going to be a part of Project Energy. What else? Oh, all the packages are making noise today. Right, oh, cool. These are, again, Anderson connections, and where the other ones were 175 amps, these are the 50 amp variants. So these are a lot smaller, right? So, yeah, this is the big boy, 175 amps, there, like that. And these are, for disconnect only, 50 amp, 600 volt. Right? They work the same way. You just twist it around and then they fit together, but they don't fit without the metal thingy in there. And as you can see, this will take a lot less big cables. But that's the idea. They have different sizes for different load amounts and different size cables. So that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, if you need a plug to connect and disconnect high amperage loads like 50 or 175 amps, from what I've read, I haven't used them yet. These Anderson connectors are pretty good. What's this? I'm genuinely slightly confused. Oh, cool. Okay. Seemingly I bought a cable connection lug kit. Like in the previous episode, we had all the separate lugs. I probably was like, yeah, maybe I forgot a certain size. You never know. And so I ordered a kit with all kinds of different sizes. For instance, this is SC, let me try and get that into the light correctly. Yeah, SC25-8. So it accepts a 25 millimeter square cable with an M8 bolt, basically. And if we look at this one, it says nothing. That's inconvenient. This one says SC10, so 10 millimeter square, with a 6, so a M6 bolt. Or screw, or whatever you want to use there. Yeah, nice. Cool. And I guess you get some heat shrink with it. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is very light. It's like nothing. Okay, yeah. Ordered this a while back. My headset, a PC360X Drop Edition Sennheiser thingy, the air cushions really were gone. So I bought several, there's probably several in there, replacement kits from Aliexpress for a few bucks to see if I could revive it. I've also got a new headset because the microphone wasn't working too well anymore either. But otherwise it was fine, so we can always try and revive that. A little box. I wonder what's in here. Oh, yep. I'm working on some prototypes, and I would like to include a touchscreen if possible. And these are easily compatible with the ESP32. So I got a 3.5-inch variant and a 2.2-inch variant. And I also have a 2.4 and 2.8, I believe, to see which size variant would be best. This one doesn't have touch, because I think that's the missing IC here. And it doesn't have all the pins either. But this one actually comes with a little pen. It has a touch sensor thingy. And, yeah. To test and try out. Oh, that's a bit odd. Okay. Yeah. I think these are deburring tools. So if you drill a hole, the edges can be kind of not even or jagged, I guess. And there's tools you can use. Oh god, these are fully oiled up too. There's tools you can use to basically go around the edge and make it nice and either it's not flush I'm looking for, not jagged, smooth, or they can actually recess it. I don't remember which type this is. I've never used these before, so something to try out. The problem with doing new things, I don't know if I'm going to need it, or, you know, so I'd rather have the tool and not need it than not have it and need it. Of course, I could go to a local hardware store, but, you know. Oh, yes, yes, finally there's an episode with tape. Electrical tape in different colors. Again, doing Project Energy, I was like, I'll probably want to label things with colors, like the labels of the label printer before. So I got some blue, some red, some black, and some green. And, well, it's regular, or it should be, regular electrical tape. Oh, we're almost past the half-hour mark, and then I generally mark it a QuinBoxed Mega. Do you like QuinBoxed Mega, or should they be smaller episodes? Generally, the viewership is, well, much better than I expected, actually. So, I like making them, and you guys seem to like watching them, so yeah. Yeah, this should be a generic electrical tape. Slightly stretchy, that's good. And, yeah. Okay. Well, we're almost done. A few packages left. As you know, maybe by now, if you watch this series, I can never order one of something. I have to order multiple. And this is the same as we just looked at. Oh, well, these are pleather instead of fabric. These are some replacement ear cups for my Sennheiser headphones, and I hope I got the right type. Well, I don't know. We'll figure. I'll figure that out. So yeah, this doesn't feel very high quality. This one feels much nicer in that sense because it's velour instead of, I don't know how I would call that. Okay, let's do a box. Yes. Wow, there's lots of things going on here. Ah, yes. Nice. So, you've seen me using this type of connector before, for instance, on the Power 5 and the Dig Octa Brainboard. We use a lot of these pluggable connectors, and for Project Energy, it keeps coming up, doesn't it? I want a custom box which will have well, a BMS in there and things like that. But I might want to have some cables that I could connect externally. So it's like, okay, you can take this frame and well, make a hole in the chassis wall basically, and then have this side, and they always deliver these wrong side up. I don't know why. It slots in like this, and then it wait, hold on. I didn't do it correctly. And then it never comes out. Oh, there we go. So it slots in like this, and you have to put it in there evenly, which I seem... Okay, there we go. So this clamps it down, and you can screw it into the case with screws and I think a nut on the other side. And then you can connect the cables inside of the case on this side. And then on the other side, you have a pluggable connector, which has actually screw thingies on there. So you can plug it on the outside of the case, and then you can even screw it in place. So this frame goes into the case wall, and then you have an inside connector and an outside connector to wire things up. And I have 2-pin variants, 4-pin variants, and 6-pin, and I think I went with 4 and 2-pin in the end if I wanted to connect things directly to the battery for voltage sensing, for instance, or things like that. I was going to say let's do a tiny package, but it's actually quite heavy. No clue. What is this? Oh, more greasy tools. Oh, it comes with a tool bag. It's not in there. Probably to save on shipping. This is a set with stepping drill bits. So it has a conical size, and you can drill up to a certain size with this. And there's multiple sizes in there. Okay, that's good. And this is a hole punch. Basically how that works is, and I actually needed a new one of these, if you have a plate or a wall or something like that, I kind of shouldn't do it on the desk. Oh, let's get a box. Right. If you want to drill somewhere and you need a little spot to get started, you basically put it on there, and let's try it in the corner. Put it on there, and it should... Okay. Nope. Okay, let's do it on the desk, but then through this. I don't know. It should... You hear that ding? That ding means it actually punches a little hole there in my desk. And then you know the exact spot where to drill. And I also got some drills to go with that. Just experimental stuff, things. But yeah, if you're ever doing some drilling or you need to hang something on your wall, a punch like this, no, it's a center punch, I guess. Yeah, it really comes in handy because you can punch it in the exact right spot and then remove what you were going to hang and hang it at the exact right spot. Okay, we have this package and then one left. Oh, everything's getting delivered in nice little boxes. How cool. So this is probably a tool. Lift. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, right. This is a digital torque wrench thingy. And I completely stole this idea from the Off-Grid Garage channel. And I think the Digital Mermaid also uses it. Of course, I watch other YouTubers build things. And, well, this is a digital torque meter. So you can set the torque. It doesn't have batteries, I think. I don't know. Can I charge it? No. Non-rechargeable battery, AAA ×2. Okay. That's probably not in there. Anyway, so you can set the torque you want, and then it'll beep and flash when it reaches that torque. So that is interesting. Does it have a better picture? Not really. Yeah, well, I saw guys using this. It seemed to work well, so I got some for myself. Isn't that how it goes nowadays? You watch some guy using something, and you're like, that's what I need. And then you get it. Okay, last package. I think I already sneakily checked in here. Oh no, was that my address? No, it wasn't. Oh. Okay, let's oh no. There we go. What? There's just more tape inside. Oh. Well, that's a boring last package. This is something we looked at before. And, you know, as I already alluded to, if I order a thing and I like it or I think I need it, I might actually just order it from 2 stores in 2 variants to check out the difference so I know what to recommend to you guys. And, you know, to also make sure I have enough and things like that. So these are more, oh, if I can ever get them out, Anderson connectors. And I remember this store having more options, like these handles and these rubber caps. Yeah. Sorry for all the noise. So let's get some of these out. Actually, let's get one out, right? And let's see if it's compatible with the other ones. I need to find the one I prepared. So this is the box of the other ones. Let's see the ones I inserted the thingies into. Oh, there we go. So this is the old one, the first one we checked out where I inserted them. And then let's check a new one and insert those. Feels kind of the same. 1 gauge, looks good. This hump needs to be on top. And you can still get them out. You can just lift them out from here. And let's see if the ones we bought, or the ones I bought from the first store is compatible with the other store. Because if you look at them, there's subtle differences, like the SB175A, and this is SY175A. Uh-oh. Well, only one way to find out. Okay, that works. Because I read if you get different colors, those don't match, because I think the plastic shells are subtly different. Ugh. But yeah, that seems to go together just fine. Cool, so that's compatible. And as I said, I got some rubber flaps to go with it. So I think they go on here like that, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess. Sure, that works. Does this go around here or something? I don't know. Yeah, I guess that can work. So you can make sure you don't lose the rubber cap if there's a weather situation going on. Yeah, that would protect it. It's pretty good. Oh, maybe it should be the other way around. Don't know. I can't do that now. Because this is the more shallow side, and probably like that. I don't know. Nice thing about these Anderson connectors, they all have 2 screw holes over here. And with that, you can actually mount them. Because if you look at the connectors, when you try to mount them, they basically go flush together. So you can mount this down, and you can still insert a connector on the other side. And then I had, well, this store had more options, as I said. One more thing included, which, I don't know when you'd use this, because they don't require that much force. But basically, you can use these same screw holes, I think. Somehow. Does that line up? Yeah, that lines up. To add, maybe on this side? Probably on this side. That makes more sense, I think, because that's all flat. To add these handles so you can more easily disconnect them when they are connected. and they include long screws with some locking nuts, nylon nuts. That's nice. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for another QuinBox. Did we make it? No, we're at 40 minutes. So this became a QuinBox Mega. Yeah, this is now empty, but I already have new stuff on the table. So, and I think the next episode might be a QuinBoxed Quinergy edition mega packages, because I have a few mega packages, and it might be interesting to look at a few packages then, and maybe turn them on. Turn them on? What do you mean turn them on? Or, you know, look at them in more detail. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the components today for Project Energy. Do you have any experience of these Anderson plugs? Do we want to focus? No, we don't. There we go. These Anderson plugs, I think they're a very nice system to connect and disconnect things. Of course, you shouldn't disconnect under load, but well, they accept 50 millimeter square cables, so I hope they don't have too much resistance. Sure, they're Chinese knockoffs, but from what I've seen, you know, the Chinese are pretty good at knocking things off. So, you know, making knockoffs, I guess. Yeah, so, yeah, I like the... once I have these in my hand, I can't stop playing with them, because they just slide together so nicely. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back for another video, either a QuinBoxed or, you know, a content video in the comments, on the Discord server, wherever. See you guys later. Bye-bye.